time of cuts, it's been really galling to see the massive bonuses handed out by the banks. There's one campaign, intriguing stuff this, supported by charities such as Oxfam and Save the Children, is for the Robin Hood tax. Here to tell us more about the Robin Hood tax is a man more familiar to us all as the baddie Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter films. Please welcome Tom Felton. Tom. So, tell us about the Robin Hood tax.
The Robin Hood tax, yes, it's a very interesting idea. We're looking to for the government to apply a tax on the financial sector to really help the economy get back on its feet, really. Half of the tax will be going straight to the UK for
whatever projects, social projects,
so forth, and the other half will be going abroad to help some of the most impoverished places in the world.
But we're talking a specific kind of tax on banks. So all the big transactions between hedge funds and all the stuff none of us really understand.
That's right.
They want to levy 0.000 something percent.
That's right.
Tax on each one of those transactions.
Yes, and not the high street end of it you mentioned there. That's very important. Yeah, it's a very small percentage. Like you said, it's 0.05%, I believe. And just in the UK alone, that could revenue £20 billion a year, I think, which could, of course, you know, do a world of good, certainly in this country and throughout the world.
That could fix Chadlington Village Hall's roof.
10 times over, yeah,
10 times over, at least. There's some powerful sort of promotional material for this from another actor, Ben Kingsley, or should I say Sir Ben Kingsley, in this short film.
Oh, don't hurt me. Just for sake.
Don't worry, we'll spend it well.
You're one of the hoodies. You're one of the hoodies in there, aren't you?
I'm one of the hoodlums behind Noel, yes. Yeah.
So, Alan, what do you make of this? Because superficially, it sounds very plausible, this stuff. There's all these enormous transactions with huge sums of money being switched between different companies.
Yeah.
So just take a little slice every time.
Look, in principle, it sounds a brilliant idea. Regretfully, in practice, I think you've got a hard slog. But you know, and whether the government has the remit to actually say, well, we're implementing this on you, not Tesco's or Sainsbury's, by the way, or BP or Shell, because you are banks.
Well, right? I think it's seen as the banks are the ones that really contributed to getting us in this position that we're in now, and there's certainly a lot of bitterness and certainly maybe some anger towards the banks when we hear of these very large profits and huge bonuses, etc. So I think that's why specifically it's towards the financial sector.
Petrol companies don't do too bad. And what we keep seeing is the price of the stuff going up on the pumps every day.
No, that's a fair
so,
point.
you know, if you're going to be successful in your initiative, I would suggest you widen the thing and across all kind of companies.
Just when you were pointing the finger at him then, I thought you were going to fire him now. To be fair, he's doing his best here.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
My heart was going for a second then, yeah.
You've got a great way of lobbying for this, because the way to do it, with respect, I think you're probably getting it wrong, I would find the leaders of these hedge funds, the boss of these financial institutions, find the ones who've got 8, 9, 10-year-old children and say, look, come have a set visit to the Harry Potter set and we'll talk about the Robin Hood tax.
Is that a better angle to take, is it?
I think I'll give it a whirl.
Send a Dementor in, they'd shit it.
So have you enjoyed being in all the films then?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's been an amazing 10 years, really. We only finished filming sort of 6 months ago now, so it still feels a bit new, really, to be out of it. There's a few things that I wasn't allowed to do, you know, on the reckless side of being a child, such as skiing, and they never wanted you to go on a skateboard, and I was always keen to bring in my rollerblades for, you know, for when we weren't filming. And naturally, the health and safety department sort of went a bit crazy at me a few times. But so I'm reliving my lost childhood now. I recently discovered skiing, and that was a very exhilarating.
And attacking bankers.
Extreme sport. Never too late.
Tom, you might enjoy this before you go. There are many qualities required from a children's bouncy castle. You want strength, bounciness, colourful illustrations on the side. What you don't want is for the illustration to be a pornographic image of Harry Potter. That's all right, isn't it? Tom, best of luck with the Robin Hood tax and everything you do.
Thanks
Love to
very
see
much.
you. Tom Felton.
Cheers. Thanks very much.